Alrighty, welcome to our Powered Cube, and is that a Gleemox I see? It sure is. Gleemox, obviously one of the best cards in the cube. It's a 5-color Mox. Let's go. Taking this, and who am I passing to? Oh, I'm passing to Mark. Alright, so he's not even going to think about the Doomsday. Mark has been on a real Citadel kick, Bolos' Citadel, Tendrils, all that, but he knows I know that. But I know that he knows that I know that. So maybe I don't draft Storm. We'll see. I'm just going to take Gleemox. Obviously that's going to work out great. Mark is going to take either Dismember or Strip Mine almost all the time. I don't even think a good red card would lead me to take Scarlet. Like if I took Ragavan or something along those lines, Broadside Bombardiers, I think I'd still just take Dismember. But I'm going to take Gleemox and... Alright, you know what? I'll take White Plume. I'll zig instead of zagging. I also, Twister Zack passing to me probably assumes I'm taking the White Plume, but also, I don't draft White Aggro that often. Still, Gleemox and a White Plume is clearly the start. Passing Mark a Wasteland. If you took Strip Mine, you could take Waste and have that set up. Also a Lutri and a Path to Exile, and I guess a Ponder. But yeah, we'll White Plume here. Followed up with... this isn't a really good follow-up. Well, part of it is like, what is the best card in the pack? There's like Xander and Raugrin Triomes. There's Grief, Chandra, like Fire Covenant might be the best card in the pack, but I don't really want to take Fire Covenant after taking White Plume here. Honestly, I could just take Glimmer Lens. It's a pretty strong card. I could also take Raugrin Triumph, because I think splashing is reasonable, or Meticulous Archive, maybe. But I think this early I should take a Triumph over an Archive. I don't want to second pick a Glimmer Lens. I'm just going to take Raugrin and maybe go like Jeskai mid-range. But even if I end up red-white, Raugrin Triumph is not the worst thing to have. And I think Glimmer Lens is going to pigeonhole me a little bit more than I want to second pick or third pick. It's not a strong enough card. I would have taken a Mother of Runes or an Ocelot Pride or something like that, of course. Felia, Containment Priest, any of those. But I think Glimmer Lens is kind of like a tier below all those cards. So taking Glimmer Lens over a Triumph, which could be very good in my deck or very necessary, seems unwise. Like now I just take Ragavan, I think. I do like Pyrokinesis and Probe. Mentor is a cool card. Seachrome Coast. But yeah, we'll take Ragavan and we'll be red-white. We've got a bunch of cards that if I show up in my opening hand, I'm accumulating them nicely. If you open on Ragavan or Gleemox, White Plume, any of those cards early, that's pretty strong. So I'm taking a lot of cards I want to see in the opener. That makes it more likely I see one of those, huh? Now there's Hallowed Fountain and Spell Pierce. I'm just going to take one of those two cards. I'm not taking... Oh, I could take City of Traders. Hold on. Is that what I'm supposed to do? City of Traders works really nicely if I get more White Plume type cards. Alright, I'll take City of Traders. I do really like Spell Pierce. It's good with these cards, but I feel like I should kind of move a little more all in on this, and then I'll take Petal now. Yeah, let's go. There's also Council's Judgment and Skyclave. Those cards are both fine. A late Relic of Sauron. This has the bonus effect of if Mark is drafting Storm, taking his Petal is really nice. I mean, now that I've taken City of Traders and Petal, we're just upping the ways I can cheat White Plume into play on turn 2 or 1 if I draw 2 of these things. City Traders plus any 2 of these 3 leads to a turn 1 City or a White Plume Adventurer if I find one. And a couple more white cards here, so white has seemed reasonably open. Would love a Caves of Chaos Adventure. Oh, geez, okay. Well, Glimmer Lens would have been nice, but you know what? Ocelot Pride here, 7th pick, and then passing Mark his Bolos' Citadel, his treasured Citadel. That's fine, though. We haven't really passed much in the way of combo stuff, so he probably thought I was on it, though maybe seeing the Citadel he might not be. I really am aiming towards red-white at this point, but I have Triumph and I have 3 sources of other colors. Well, a blue source and 2 5-color sources, so if I saw a mana leak or a miscalculation or something like that, I would be happy. Memory Lapse. Not that I'm going to see that 8th pick, but I would be happy to take one of those cards. And I technically could move off red. I only have Ragavan and then a Triumph, but I think we'll have to see. So now, yeah, that probably means Seasoned Pyro. Doesn't look like an Oculus deck so much. I don't really like Revoker all that much. I think it's just okay. Seasoned Pyro is also nice with things like Lotus Petal, because if you draw a late Lotus Petal, you can discard it to Seasoned Pyro and make a 1/1, that sort of thing. Or if it's like turn 3 and Lotus Petal is one of the weaker cards in your hand, you can discard it. And Petaling out a Seasoned Pyromancer, that's not a crazy play to make. Okay, Let's see what comes back here. Plus Seasoned Pyro making tokens is really nice with Ocelot Pride if you get that going. So 2 1-drops, 2 3-drops, 3 accelerants, and a red, white, blue land. That's a pretty good first 8 cards, I will say that. I mean, I have one of the top like 3 cards in the cube and one of the top, I don't know, 15 cards in the cube. I'll take Gemstone Mine here. We're going all in. Gemstone Mine, City of Traders, Lotus Petal. We're just going to open on throwing away all our lands. Passing Mark 3 blue-black cards if he wants them. And Luminarch came back, and so did Wasteland. Interesting. I think I take Luminarch, though. I could use a 2. Luminarch is pretty nice with Ocelot Pride. I think Wasteland, I have a lot of these like lands. I don't think Wasteland is the way I'm going. I would play it, of course. And here I will take Chandra, because cheating that out early is also really nice. All right, I actually don't even really feel bad about the Glimmerlands pick here, now that I picked up 2 double red cards, so having a red-white land is nice. And then, you know what? It's actually not a crazy Mentor deck. Usually, I'm going to put it in the sideboard because my guess is I will cut it. I'm going to end up with not enough non-creatures, but it's kind of nice with the zeros. And here, let's just hate the Blightsteel in case he's on Tinker or becomes on Tinker. All right, I'll take, well, I'm going to take Rabble Master. We're going to be a hero here. Just City of Traders and Gleemox into Rabble Master, that seems like where I want to be. Let's be proactive here. All I want to find is like Mox and Mana Crypt type deals here. Though I could use a low interaction. I did just pass. Oh yeah, I did just pass Council's Judgment, but we're gearing up to be a sick red-white deck. I'm not going to get Arid Mesa back, but you know, Elite Spellbinder could come back, and we are optimizing for 3s. 2s are also good, but 1s are less important. I'm not going to take anything but the highest quality ones. No Descendant of the Storms or whatever. I'm going to take like Mother of Runes or Guide of Souls, that sort of thing. I'm not going to take the ones that you just play to, like, you know, fill out your curve, because my curve is often going to want to start on 2 or even 3. All right, I feel pretty good about this. I'm really glad I took City of Traders over Spell Pierce. And then here, well, I do like Urza Saga with all these, but I'm going to take Felia. Felia is just a busted card. Felia, but Flickering White Plume is just so good. Nothing else really, or Seasoned Pyro, and I'll pick up more stuff. Passing an Urza Saga, a Sneak, a Verdant, Lingering Souls, but happy enough with Felia here. Oh, this is money. 3rd pick, Seasoned Engineer. That is the perfect card to go with all this. All right, we're taking Seasoned Engineer, and would love to see that Anointed Peacekeeper come back. Or Giver of Runes. That's another one I wouldn't mind as far as 1-drops go. I mean, I'll even put the Chandra over here because it's a proactive card. And then now, oh, Cosmo Grand Zenith. This actually looks like the deck for that too. Though, I might just take Arena of Glory. Arena of Glory is pretty nice with Seasoned Engineer. Not even bad with Rabble Master, White Plume, Felia, Hasting of Felia. Yeah, I think Cosmo Grand Zenith is fine, but A, it might wheel, and B, even if it doesn't, I've got a bunch of other 3s and 4s now. I don't think I need to prioritize that. That one takes a little bit more work to be good. Oh, those Sage of the Skies, though? There we go. With 3-0, Sage of the Skies is frequently just going to be turn 2, 2, 2, 3 flyers. So I'll take that over Staff of the Storyteller. I just think Sage is going to be awesome here. All right, and here, there's Sanguine Evangelist, there's Sarah Paragon, and Stoneforge Mystic. I think I'll take Sarah Paragon. I don't need more 4s at that point, but also Chandra, if I cut it, I cut it. And I have a lot of good things to replay with Paragon, including like a Lotus Petal, City Trader sort of thing. Stoneforge Mystic doesn't seem like what I want. Lelia? No, I want Chromox. We are going for it. Sorry, unexpectedly absent. Oh, there's an Emerald Captain too. No. We're taking Chromox. We've got 2 adventure creatures. When you just play those early, it's so good. Or Rabble Master, whatever. Ooh, do I want Name Sticker too? I could take a red-white land. This actually does not look like a good Name Sticker deck. Do I want Lauren, red-white land, or Magda? I don't want Volcanic. We're not doing that. I have a lot of ways to turn one on Magda. Yeah, how many? I have 19. I have a lot of mana. Yeah, let's do this. I have some pretty decent fixing. Oh, Elite Spellbinder came back. That's perfect. I'll take the Lingering Souls. There is a chance that my mana supports them. And then Peacekeeper. That's also great. All right, ended up with a lot of 3s. I guess now maybe I would trade Sage of Skies for Staff of the Storyteller. Cosmogran did come back. I mean, we are optimized for 3s though. That's what this deck's kind of trying to do. I think Oddity is the strongest of these cards, so I'll take it. I would trade Sage for Staff of the Storyteller right now, though I do think Sage is incredibly powerful in some matchups. Let's take Cosmogrand out for the moment. I think that's the weakest one. So this is 18 to 22, 26. So I'll be playing 26 lands, so I have 14 playables right now. I guess I could have counted it the other way too. But I also have some cards in my sideboard if I do need them. Can I just get one more Mox? Just one more. That's all I need. Then I'll have the ultimate amount. All right, well, I got enough threes now. Okay, yeah, I would trade for stuff, heartbeat. But I was just excited. Looks like such a good Sage deck. Oh, Unexpected Absent, that's a playable. I mean, I'm in the right colors. Honestly, if I cut the Chandra and I cut the Pyromancer, I could cut a lot of the double reds too. That's an option. So, well, we'll see how this looks. I do like the idea of Pyromancer refilling when I'm throwing away all these cards. And I guess all of my zeros can produce red, so there is that. All right, what do we got here? No Mox. I'm opening some good combo cards, but I'm going to take Parallax Waves. Just so clearly, that's what this deck needs. Passing, Consult, Hullbreacher, Demonic Tutor, Manifold Key, Wishclaw Talisman. All right, here you go, Mark. If you're drafting combo, go for it. But Wave is perfect because I really did want a way to interact with my opponent's stuff, so having Parallax Wave settles that. And then here, there is Adeline, but I don't need another 3. And I could take Skull Clamp. It's actually kind of sick with like Ocelot Pride, Sanguine Evangelist, Rabble Master, maybe Seasoned Pyro. Or I could just take Pyroblast because I'm not playing blue. Skull Clamp is pretty good with all of these Moxes except Lotus Petal. It's not as good with that. It's good with the permanent mana sources. Gives you, they speed you up and give you a way to use that. So Skull Clamp or Pyroblast. I would take Pyroblast over Flame Slash here. This actually just does look like kind of a sick Skull Clamp deck. Let's do it. Let's take Clamp. Let's get the Seasoned Pyro back in. Lingering Souls might even make the cut. And here, there's a Death Greeter Champion. I think I'm going to take Starting Town. I just want, I think, another good land and passing a Duress. There's also a FOMO, but I'm not really worried about that. I'm not going to get a FOMO about it. Oh, Guide of Souls. Guide of Souls looks awesome here. Descendant of Storms is exactly the card I don't want, but Guide of Souls is just so good with Ocelot Pride and all these other things. Oh, now I can take Voice of Victory. All right, the Skull Clamp. I guess, yeah, if this survives, the Skull Clamp just pops off. There's also Inti, but I feel like this is working nicely. And then here, okay, I could take Suplex or I could take Simian Spirit Guide, but I actually feel like Spirit Guide is worse than all of these. I should probably take a little bit of removal. All right. Lingering Souls would be a consideration because I do have Gemstone Mine and Starting Town and Gleemox, so I have 3 black sources, 4 with Lotus Petal, but we'll see. Oh, here I'm going to take Oust. 1 mana removal is just such a premium. Passing a Hero Blade Hold and a Wandering Emperor. And a Shieldred, I suppose. Oh, Containment Priest, easy. Easy. Just shores me up against the unfair decks. Good with Parallax Wave, good with Felia. So right now, this is 14 land plus the 4 artifacts. So I can either play 17 or 18, depending on what I want. 17 plus a Petal isn't so bad, but we'll see what else I get. I don't want to play Mentor or Cosmogrand Zenith, and I don't think I need to play the Lingering Souls. It feels like I've actually doing fine without it. And yeah, this just looks like a great deck. I mean, I opened Gleemox and Ruby, and I think I drafted a deck that does a really good job taking advantage of them. So the Consult wheeling, I kind of feel like if someone wanted to take this card, they would have already, like if they had the combo, they would have taken it. Same with the Key, so I kind of want to take Flame Tongue because it's awesome against me. So let's just do that. All right, all of these cards wheeled. I just have so many 3s, even though Adeline is good. And Flicker Wisp also would be nice here, but I kind of want to just take Cathar Commando because I could maybe even play that over the Suplex. Here, I guess I'll hate Endstone? I don't know. Here, I'll hate Mightstone and Weakstone. I'll just hate some random artifact stuff. So now I am 1 card over. Cathar Commando was the last card I added. Oh, if I play Godless Shrine, I could play Lingering Souls. I don't care about passing a Treasure Cruise. Lingering Souls, especially with Seasoned Pyro to discard it, is pretty nice. Let's take the Cathar Commando out, I think, and then Mark is so much more likely to want Tamio than Natural Order. All right, I need to cut one card, but this looks pretty great. Maybe Mog does it, actually. All right, so I basically just need to cut one card at this point. Is that right? I think that is. I'll play like 3 or 4 mountains. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Maybe that's 12. This is probably too many. I should probably take one out because I'm only going to be playing 14 land total. It's 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 white, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Kind of 11 red if you count Chromox, which, may or may not count. All right. I like this, and I think Mogda might just be the cut. It's that or one of the 3s. And the 3s seem pretty good to me. Maybe Anointed Peacekeeper. Maybe that's the worst one, actually. I could side that one in against various combos. And I have Flame Tongue Chandra in the sideboard. I have Cathar Commando Cosmogran Zenith. And yeah, this deck is nice. All right, let's cheat some idiots into play. I could also cut Suplex, but I don't have that much removal. I just have Oust, Suplex, Unexpectedly Absent, Parallax Wave. That's, I think, a good amount. All right, my team J Ready is on Teamer Tempo, as the deck's called. And it's got a Sapphire, Mana Leak, Stock Up, Borrower, Death Creator. I like the splash. A lot of good mana with Strip Mine, Renin 6, Sylvan Safekeeper, Titania, Green Suns to set it up. Yeah, this looks like a very solid deck. Good mana, too. Breeding Pool, Copperline Gorge, Misty, Stomping Ground, Trop, Verdant. Yeah, excellent. Solomon Grundy's on blue-black, kind of Reanimator with only a Vaultborn to reanimate, but like just blue-black mid-range mostly with Duress, Inquisition, Reanimate, Vamp, Imperial Seal, Time Walk, Jace, Snapcaster, a very good Time Walk deck. Also Thopter Sword. Yeah, some cool stuff there. And then Tank's on Esper Reanimator with Flash, Corpse Dance with Woodfall Primus, Torsten, Emrakul, Shallow Grave, Wishclaw, Exhume. Yeah, these are some good stuff. Ancestral Recall and Tomb. All right, I think we got some pretty good decks here. Let's see how this goes. All right, on the draw against Mark, round 1, and he did take the Citadel. So, oh, well, everyone knows who they are, all right, well, certainly a keepable hand. I might turn 1 Pride off Gleamox and just play a tapped Arena of Glory. And we'll see what Mark does, of course. Because I could play turn 1 Luminarch, but it feels like loading up the counters on Pride is better anyways. Okay, so let's just draw. Well, if that's the case, no, I think I'm not going to worry about days. My teammate has it, actually, so. And if he's got Spell Pierce, he's Spell Piercing me no matter what. Oh, he's Spell Piercing me? All right, I'm glad I played this first. The funny thing is, this is actually not a disaster of a hand to get my Gleamox Spell Pierced, because I have turn 1 Pride, turn 2 Luminarch, which is what I was going to have anyway. It's going to make it so maybe I don't play a 3 on turn 2 if I drew one, or a 4 on turn 3, but there are worse games for that tap. Getting dismembered. All right. He's got some pretty good answers, but I think Luminarch here is going to be pretty nice. And then Containment Priest could be good with Parallax Wave, though I doubt he's going to have that many creatures in his deck. Same with Oust. Oust doesn't look like it's going to be particularly amazing here. Let's play the Plains. Just put the counter on the Luminarch, especially since I have 2 Reanimate players on my team, so I don't think it's very likely that Containment Priest is going to be stopping too much here, but I'll just chill with it and fire off Containment Priest end of turn. I don't have lethal, but I have 6 damage. And with Arena of Glory, there's a lot I could draw. I could have used Arena on Priest, but that doesn't seem like a good idea. Like this way, I play Priest end of turn, and then I use Arena of Glory if I draw any 3-power creature is lethal, assuming Mark doesn't do anything. But it's not like he's got that much more disruption if he's got Boros' Citadel in his deck. I guess I don't know for sure that he's playing the Boros' Citadel, but I imagine he is. Okay, let's see what you got. Lutri in hand? Okay. Oh, that's acceptable. Containment Priest. All right, creature. Let's go. I'm going to keep the Parallax Wave in hand, I think. Or not the Parallax Wave, the Arena of Glory in hand, because I want that just in case tries to do something. Well, it's got to do something now, or he is toast. And he doesn't know about the arena, so he doesn't know that like a haster could be coming. Does he have like Mystical Tutor or something? No. Lutri plus removal spell isn't too bad, because what I can do is if I exile Containment Priest with the wave, they all come back at the same time. Oh. What is this? Is this like the Endstone or something? Or maybe a Ballista? Oh, Coveted Jewel. Okay. He's got to win now. That's typically what happens when you play Coveted Jewel. Would have been nice to draw a creature. Arena of Glory would have been good. Oh. Well, there we go. All right. We take that. Even got my Gleemock Spell Pierced and my Ocelot Pride Dismembered. Didn't matter. Playing against Mark, and I definitely want Anointed Peacekeeper. I don't want Oust. Absent still fine. Containment Priest is not amazing. I'm glad I hated the Mightstone, Weakstone, and Endstone. That was good. Yeah, I think Cathar Commando is good. I'll keep Suplex. Containment Priest looks kind of bad. Do I want Cosmic Grand Zenith or Mentor over any of these things? I don't think so. Lingering Souls might not be worth it. I can play Plains over Godless Shrine. I think the Cosmic Grand is probably going to have a faster effect, so I'll try that, I suppose. All right, on the draw here. Turn on White Plume time. We'll see. I'm going to have to mulligan a lot with this deck. When you have 4 0-mana accelerants, 3 really, because you don't want to mull into Lotus Petal, but like 3 really good ones to mull into. Well, 2 because of Chromox, but you know what I'm saying. Oh, okay. Well, I'm going to keep this hand. It's a turn on White Plume with Plains, Mox, Chromox. If I draw a white card, I could instead Mox the white card and play City of Traders, but I don't even know if that's good because I have 2 other Plains in hand, so I don't really want to do that. But really what I want to draw is a mediocre red card so I don't have to imprint the Season Pyro. What'll be interesting to see if I draw a mediocre white card. Like, what's the worst white card where I would consider imprinting a white card on Mox and just hoping to draw a red for Season Pyro? Because Season Pyro is going to be good at refilling here. Oh, and I'm going to get a red here. Never mind. If I draw a white card, I could just imprint it, assuming White Plume resolves, and then cast and get a mountain for Season Pyro on turn 2. Mark is mulling over here, and we're doing what we came to do. The Pyroblast might have been nice here, though I think Skullclamp, they're for different matchups. Against combo, I'd much rather have Pyroblast than Skullclamp, but against like mid-range, Skullclamp is pretty nice. All right, Mark mulled to 5, and I have turn on White Plume. Oh, and I even drew Starting Town. Well, that was actually... Yeah, I'm just going to have to... Sorry, Pyromancer. I'm just going to have to assume White Plume is going to do the trick here. White Plume... Let's just get a Plains. Pass the turn. Need to find another creature. Drawing a land there was pretty bad. I mean, basically, I kept it all in hand at this point. Had I drawn any spell to imprint and had a Pyromancer, it would be a very different world, but I don't think waiting makes sense. He has Dismember. Okay, well, at least he's doing it now to play around like Reprieve, which means I can just go to Lost Well and do some surveilling. Key, huh? All right, well, Lost Well, Scry 2. Oh, bottom. All right. Okay, we rabble. We rabbling. Boom. That was pretty nice. Mark's got 3 cards. Let's hope he doesn't Time Vault me. He might also not just have Time Vault. He had Coveted Jewel in his deck. He could have Grim Monolith, that sort of thing. Oh, okay. Killing that. I'm going to get a treasure now because I'm going to go to Stash. Draw another spell. Oh, Unexpectedly Absent. Yeah, actually, that's pretty nice. Let's go Unexpectedly Absent for 0. So, basically, he didn't play a land last turn, and now he draws Manifold Key, and next turn I get a 4/1 from Catacombs, and then the next turn after that I get to go Throne of the Dead 3. So, time is on my side. Yes, it is when I have the initiative here. Okay. Hit for 1. Drawn truly an outrageous amount of lands, except the fact that I just played a turn on White Plume kind of makes that not matter so much. Draw. All right, throw another dead 3. Do I have anything that kills right here? I don't think so, but I guess I'll see. Ocelot Pride, Sage of the Skies, Cathar Commando, Voice of Victory. If I take Voice of Victory, you can't cast any spells right now, but I think I just take Cathar Commando. I drew another land because this way, if he does have Time Vault somehow, then I get to stop it. Because either way, it's not lethal without the commando, but it's pretty close. And he probably isn't going to do anything anyways. And this way, if he has like a sweeper, I can kill the Manifold Key on the way out, like a balance or something like that. All right. Red-white scam does its job. And there we go. We got him. All right. Battling against Sven here on the red-white mirror. So this is where maybe Skull Clan comes to play, but I'm on the play. And all right. I did draw the Skull Clamp and double Mox. I didn't have any of my good 3s, but I think this is certainly a fine hand. I've got Suplex for the first play, and I have Priest, which I'll equip with Clamp. I'm going to just turn 1 play all my cards. Play turn 1 starting turn Clamp, play both my lands or my Moxes, and then end of turn Priest. And then if I draw any 3 mana play, then I think I'm going to win. Or 3 or 4 mana play on turn 2, I think I'm going to win. If I don't, if I just draw lands, yes, I could easily lose. But they're, yeah, you know, most spells are even pretty good here. Skull Clamp, Sven's on 6 cards. Okay, pass the turn. And if I see double Mox on turn 1, I'm just rolling my eyes. I'm like, really? Really? Is this necessary? And, oh, library on the draw, but on a mulligan, so has to wait a turn. So it's time for me to pressure. Come on. Losing to library is a tough thing to do in the mirror, but it will happen if I don't draw a creature here. So Sven libraries, then maybe plays a land in a 1-drop, but I think more likely just a land. Oh, there are some Jeskai cards too. Tameo. Well, at least I can kill that. Okay. Suplex the Tameo. Play Mogda, and I could Skull Clamp Mogda, but I could just wait a turn because getting to attack and making a treasure seems a lot better. It's not like I'm going to use the Skull Clamp cards this turn anyways. Sven is gonna library, and yeah, I guess Sven did have Island in one of these screenshots. Not a lot of blue. Looks mostly like a red-white deck. Oh, Sunbay Canyon's a kind of rough land to play there. Oh, and I drew Ophelia. Okay. That's incredible. So let's hit. I am going to clamp the Mogda. I have way too much mana to waste doing otherwise. Clamp the Mogda. Okay, draw my 2 cards. All right, sure. Land, clamp the Containment Priest, pass the turn. Pass the turn. Sven gets to library again. The good news is if Sven plays a creature, I get to Ophelia. Oh, could you not have a land? That might have been the only land. Oh, he's got Prismatic Vista, so he's going to crack that. What I really want to see is just a dorky creature that I can kill with the Ophelia Containment Priest combo, but we'll see. And that is, in fact, a dorky creature that I can kill with my combo. Nice. Ophelia, draw. Oh, that's money. Okay, so I guess I do want to attack first, I think. Though maybe not, actually. I don't know. Ophelia, blink Adeline. You go to 2 here, and then I'm gonna discard the Mox to make a 1/1 token. Discard Mox into White Plume. So let's still Skull Clamp the token first. Okay. Let's play the Mountain. No real reason to play the City Traders, I don't think. And take the initiative and go get a plains. And that's it. We're done. All right. Whew. It did just take drawing a threat or two. That is basically what I was looking for. Well, definitely want Flame Tongue. Don't really want Voice of Victory quite as much. Definitely like Lingering Souls, Sanguine Evangelist, Sage of the Skies. That's where all those cards pay off a lot. And I kind of feel like Cosmic Grand Zenith and Chandra could also be good, but what would I cut? I don't want to cut the Containment Priest because of the the Felia and Parallax Wave combos, I think. I could cut Rabble Master. It's not that good against blockers. Like, I think Cosmic Grand is going to play better in those games. And Suplex seems good. Oust definitely seems good. I could cut Elite Spellbinder as well. I just feel like those cards are better against combo decks. I'd rather just play for the board in the creatures here. Okay. Any turn ones? Any turn ones? I think I can mulligan this. It's just on the draw, no acceleration. All right, yeah, this is much better. I'll keep this, and I'll get rid of the Containment Priest here. Turn 1 Magda, and then having Souls plus Skull Clamp sounds pretty good. And turn 1 Magda does a good job of punishing Library. Really glad I mulliganed here. And I don't think... I guess I'll play the Petal because there's a possibility Sven has like Thalia, and that would be pretty bad. Get Petal stuck there. So now you kind of got to draw with Library if you're going to do the plan. If you get off Library this turn, you're never Librarying, and maybe just play land go. And next turn I can... Oh, don't kill Magda, please. That would be a shame. All right, that is in fact a shame. All right, could use a land here. All right, I accept. I have Godless Shrine already, so I don't need the Lotus Petal. I'll just Lingering Souls here, and then Skull Clamp Lingering Souls. Also, if I draw a land, I can Flame Tongue if Sven goes like land, play a 2-drop here. Mox. Okay, so we're kind of off Library, or you're just not going to play anything. No, we're off Library. All right. Well, I'm once again asking for a land. Tameo leave up mana? Interesting. I'm just going to play Flame Tongue here. If I get countered, I get countered. Lose focus. Attack with these. I just think that using up my mana is pretty nice there. Killing the Tameo is pretty nice because I don't want... What I didn't want was Sven just attacking with Tameo, cracking a clue, drawing with Library, and getting back up. Because if the lose focus was in hand of 5 cards, I guess it would still be not enough to Library. But if I played Clamp and then Souls, I would get lose focus there too. Let's see what this is. It's like an Othari. Oh, Headliner Scarlet. All right. Into Giver Ruse. Yeah. Now that I know about lose focus specifically, I can also play that game a little differently. Oh. 1 card in hand. You know what? I'm going to attack for 2, and I think I'm going to start clamping. I don't really want to use Parallax Wave here. My Containment Priest on the bottom of my deck, too, unfortunately. The problem is if I Parallax Wave like Headliner and Tameo, I guess it's like 3 turns those aren't around. Draws an extra card off clue. Maybe I do that, actually. Those both draw a lot of extra cards. I'm just going to leave the Giver in play. Wave. And then when those come back, it's also like a lot less fearsome. I don't like missing land drops with Skull Clamp in hand, but, you know, got to do what you got to do. Sven could flashback Firebolt here. Doesn't know about the Skull Clamp, so that's a little bit less pressing. Cracking a clue, I'm sure. And no moves. Felia to blink Parallax Wave at some point would also be pretty nice. You can kind of just keep resetting Wave and keeping their creatures kind of gone forever. I don't know if I can shuffle with the initiative, I guess. I was trying to figure out how I can get to my Containment Priest. Okay, no plays would be nice. Oh, Mana Vault's kind of like no plays. Okay. Wave ticks down. Oh, Chandra. And once again, Asking you, should I be skull clamping? I think I should be skull clamping here, though. I don't think killing the Giver of Runes is that big of a priority. Skull clamp, Lingering Souls. Draw 2 cards. Oh, okay. Well, let's just go Lingering Souls and Ragavan. I already played my land, so do that. And then next turn I can Chandra the Giver and attack with these. I mean, Sven basically has to draw a creature or removal spell this turn to have a good shot, I feel like. Bricking this turn would be almost assuredly disaster. If they have something here, I still feel like I'm in okay shape. I've got a Chandra. I'm going to draw a bunch more cards off this Skull Clamp if it's not dealt with. If he kills my Ragavan, I'm not going to Parallax Wave it. I don't care about getting a Ragavan back later, and I want to keep these things gone as long as I can. Uh-oh, tapping Mana Vault I don't like. That's something big. Huh. But we started by not tapping Mana Vault, so I don't know what's going on. It could be Firebolt, actually. Firebolt on the Ragavan, maybe? No, this is 6 mana. It's not Winds of Abandon. No, it is Firebolt. Just floating a colorless kind of randomly, sure. Into Flage? Oh, Gut. Okay. So he's got to attack with Giver, and then he can sack the Mana Vault. Make a skeleton. I can flicker the skeleton out, but that means that the Headliner and Tamiyo come back sooner. And the Giver's tapped, so... Alright. I mean, Gut was a good draw. I also get to double block the Giver with my Spirit tokens. So, I actually think this is going to work out fine for me. Okay. Block. Block. Parallax Wave that. Alright, I lose a token. Next turn, draw. So the wave ticks down to 0. So I'm not going to get to Feliot or anything like that. I'm going to attack for 2 and then clamp 1, and then I'm going to Chandra the Gut. I'm not going to get to play Sanguine Evangelist this turn, but yeah, I think that's worth it. Okay, so let's first Skull Clamp token 2. Huh. Yeah, I'll just have to load those out next turn. Actually, I'm going to Skull Clamp another token. I'll draw a land. Yeah. Hitting land drops when you have Skull Clamp is just really important. So, and then I go Nug the Gut. And then next turn, Headliner and Tamiyo are going to come back, but I have lots of plays. So don't have a Haster, please? Or a Burn Spell? Oh, okay. Okay. Caves of Chaos Adventure. Let's see how this goes. This is going to be close. Assume Sven doesn't have another card in hand. All right, so this goes away. No one can block this turn. Let's draw. Now I have the extra mana off Chandra too. Okay, so I have 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 mana, and I can. And Sarah Paragon lets me replay Lotus Petal. Do I have way to gain life? Oh, I do off Sarah Paragon. That's nice. So can I do that? So it's 7, 8. Yeah. All right. I have the mana to do it all. So let's go Sarah Paragon, Lotus Petal. Wow. I can actually do really all of it. Add red, red. Sanguine Evangelist. Make a token. Ocelot Pride. I could play Luminarch, or I could clamp the Sanguine Evangelist and draw 2 cards, and then I could make an... So basically, do I want to turn this into 2 bat tokens? I guess I kind of do. I think that's worth it. And draw 2 cards. Oh, now I can play Guide of Souls as well. Yeah, this is great. And I gain 2 life off the pedal. Actually, I should have clamped before even playing the Ocelot Pride. I could have gotten even one more piece of action here. All right, and then boom, City's Blessing, and I get to gain a million life and make a bunch of tokens. All right. Yeah, it gets to see a bunch of cards here. It gets to see an extra card off Scarlet. gets to, I don't have any plays here, gets to go to the initiative. Well, yeah, he's going to scry. Probably needs to find something big, I would assume. And can draw a card off Tamiyo, but we'll see how this goes. Because I feel like I've got a pretty nice force and Sarah Paragon in the graveyard with Sanguine Evangelist to replay, clamp, trigger all those things. I mean, my Ocelot Pride is just going to go nuts here. And if I untap with a board that has any, like, a decent number of Guide of Souls, Pride, Sarah Paragon, Skull Clamp, like, I'm just going to go nuts. I can also take the initiative very easily, not only by attacking, but also by finding one of my 2 initiative creatures. Maybe finding Arena of Glory would be nice. All right, let's see. One on top, but who knows what it is. Let's see what you got, Sven. Winds of Abandon? That looks like Winds of Abandon. All right, well, that's unfortunate. You found the Winds of Abandon. That was the card, huh? So I lose everything? Yeah, I guess I do. All right, well, game 3 time, I suppose. I did my best. Palace Jailer's exiled. At least that's not getting cast. Well, I mean, I get to draw for the turn. Arena of Glory is actually really funny. Let's go Luminarch. Equip Clamp. Actually, if I find Seasoned Dungeoneer, I might win this game. Or White Plume. Because I could have hasted, played White Plume, take the initiative, haste it, attack. No, I don't go straight to trap, though. All right. Well, yeah, Winds of Abandon got me pretty good there. Do want the Voice of Victory. It does stop the lose focus. I could have not run into lose focus, I guess. Maybe that would have been better. On the play, do I want Rabble Master over anything? No, I mean, maybe I want Elite Spellbinder on the play, but I like all my other ones. Maybe better Elite Spellbinder than Cosmic Grand Zenith. All right, I'll try that on the play, and we'll see how that goes. All right, I would like to play first. If this was any of the other Moxen, well, maybe Chrome Mox. If it was any of the good Moxes, this would be a slam dunk. I think it's still probably good enough because I go turn 1 Guide of Souls. Hope that I draw a good Mox on turn 2, but if I don't, I can still Lotus Petal Lingering Souls and then turn 3 flash it back. If Sven has Firebolt, this does not go that well. All right, Sven with the acceleration. Exiling Headliner Scarlet. Well, I'll play Guide of Souls on turn 1 and pass the turn. Let's see what your 2-drop is. Oh no, it's a Firebolt. Oh, okay, maybe not. Inti? Sure, all right. Oh, let's just do Luminarch, because I can play turn 3 Flame Tongue. I don't want to use the pedal if I'm in this spot, I don't think. Put a counter on Guide of Souls, and I think attack. It just seems so likely that Sven is going to discard a card to Inti, so I'm just going to get my damage in. This also protects Guide from Firebolt, which is nice. Bombardiers? Oh, Skyclave. All right, Guide of Souls down. Okay, I'll Flame Tongue the Inti here. And land pedal. Flame Tongue Inti. And then I'm going to Luminarch the Flame Tongue. Again, for Firebolt purposes. Also, my Luminarch wasn't attacking this turn into Skyclave anyways, so. All right, this is close. It's going to come down to kind of what we draw over the next couple turns. I'm like slightly ahead here, but Sven gets a turn to play. I used a Lotus Petal. He used a Gemstone Caverns. Those are both kind of down a card. I mean, his is better because it's you're down a card, but permanent mana source after that. Okay. Suplex would be an amazing draw. Oust, I think, or Unexpectedly Absent. Oh, Seasoned Dungeoneer is also a really good draw. Huh. It's Cleric. Okay, so let's go Gemstone Mine, Seasoned Dungeoneer. I think, actually, How do I want to do this? Yeah. Well, what I could do is I could put a counter on the aspirant, attack with Flame Tongue, and see what Sven blocks with. Because if he blocks with Caves with Chaos Avenger, then I go Seasoned Engineer and take the initiative, and I'm giving up an Explore attack. I think that's fine. So let's go Luminarch. Put a counter on itself. Attack with Flame Tongue. Basically, I want to bait the Caves of Chaos trade because it makes it so much less likely I keep the initiative. And if he doesn't want to do that, he chumps with Skyclave, and I think that that's fine too. So I'm basically happy either way those things go. And I think if I play this first and take the initiative first, Sven just doesn't need to block the Flame Tongue. Yeah, this block is exactly what I wanted to have happen. It block that makes a lot of sense. But now I'll have the initiative, and Sven will not have, I'm going to get a mountain here, not have the easiest time of attacking into it because I have 2 blockers now. And then next turn I get to Lingering Souls and flash it back, maybe. Tameo? Okay. Headliner Scarlet's gone, so that's not a big deal. Okay, let's do Forge. Put it on the Luminarch. Okay, Absent, that's also a nice one. All right, I'm just going to slam now. I'll put a counter on the Dungeoneer now. I feel like I've distributed my things. Let's do this on the Luminarch. It explores. Ocelot Pride. Yeah, I'll put that in my graveyard. I don't really want to draw Ocelot Pride. All right, take 9. Nice. Land. Lingering Souls. And I think I'll just pass with Unexpectedly Absent up, because I have 2 blockers for the 1 attacker right now. Ooh, drawing Seasoned Engineer. That was the game, huh? Beginning of combat. I guess I'll just put Tameo back then, if you're not playing anything else. And Sven has the lose focus. That's why I didn't want to play Lingering Souls last turn. Didn't want Sven to get to, or flash it back. I didn't want Sven to use the lose focus mana. All right, I'll double block the Skyclave here. And what is this? Oh, crack the clue. All right, you're done. You're done. 2-0. Let's go. All right, time for round 3. Battle against RD. Let's go, buddy. And the Lotus Petal strikes once again, but I actually think this one's fine. I'm gonna go turn 1. I could Arena of Glory. I kind of don't want to expose it. Let's see. RD, let me just check what RD is on. Check which flavor of mid-range black. Okay, Mardu. Yeah, it looks like 4 color, or like mostly Grixis / 4 Theurlingus. Play the Petal. I think I just go Plains Go. I'm just not going to haste up, use Arena of Glory to haste here. He has Animate Dead in his deck too, so Containment Priest, it will be nice at some point, presumably. What I'm going to do is just use the Petal and cast turn 2 Rabble Master. Oh, never mind. I drew Gleemox? Okay. Oh, I'm going to haste up a Sanguine Evangelist on turn 3. That's what I'm going to do. That is going to be nice. All right, let's play Rabble Master and get rabbling here. Get busy living or get busy rabbling. And RD has to have a pretty good play here to not get like run over. I can also haste the Containment Priest with the Arena of Glory. Like, this is going to be a pretty big turn here. If he doesn't kill the Rabble Master, like if he plays a blocker here, it is just not going to work out well. Oh, okay. Psychic Frog is really good. That's actually one of the best cards he could have played. I still think I'm actually going to be doing okay here. Exert. Let's cast Sanguine Evangelist. Hasted. Containment Priest. Hasted. And attack with everything. It's all getting in. Well, except for the bat, I guess. And then Battlecry pops. So Rabble Master is pretty big. Oh, yeah. That was a pretty good turn 3. I guess RD didn't have the spirit to fight that. Do I want Flame Tongue or Chandra? The Psychic Frog is going to be pretty annoying. Flame Tongue seemed actually okay. He's got a decent amount of creatures. So I'll probably put that in. And maybe cut the Voice of Victory. Didn't see a lot of spells. If they don't have spells on your turn, Voice of Victory is just okay. It's okay. It's solid, but I don't think I need to go for it. All right. Let's see if we can get this game on the draw here. I already had a turn 1 with White Plume, so I really can't ask for much more. Can ask for more than this, though. Turn 2 Magda on the draw. Too slow. All right. Well, I'm mulligan that hand. Okay, I'll keep this. Definitely put Absent back, and I think put Oust back. And I'm just going to go turn 2 Pyromancer, maybe. Or if I draw another Mox or something, I can have a turn 2 Dungeoneer. If I kind of want to draw like, I mean, I would rather draw, Gleemox or whatever than anything else. But if I draw a mediocre spell, it's actually, never mind. I'm just going to Dungeoneer here. He's got the Stowaway, but you know what? That's okay. We'll battle. Let's get Plains, I guess. Probably discarding some lands to this Pyromancer. What I was going to say is if I drew a bad spell this turn, I could have just played Pyromancer, discarded land plus bad spell, and then set up Dungeoneer later. If RD can kill the Dungeoneer here, Stowaway is very good. Gets a land, gets to loot. But if you can't kill the Seasoned Dungeoneer, I like my spot. Mountain, that could mean something like a Fire Covenant. Red removal spells in general are not that good at killing Dungeoneer. Talisman, that does not look like you're killing Dungeoneer. Yeah, maybe has a black spell, of course. Okay, let's go to attacks then, I guess. Okay, if he's going to let me explore, then I have to assume it's not dying. Oh, I do not want to put Oust in my graveyard because I want to cast Oust here. So I get the initiative. I'm going to go Forge. If you're not killing this now, I'm just going to go for it. Tap this, play a white. Red. Pyromancer. If it gets countered, then I'll play Pride. Oh, consider that as not countering it, and in fact makes it pretty unlikely that it does get countered, though it is possible. It'd have to be a Stern Scolding. Oh, Brainstorm. All right. Now it has to be exactly Force of Will or Subtlety. Seasoned Pyro gets in. I'm just going to discard Ocelot, Pride, and Mountain here, I think. Because I'd rather discard Pride and get a 1/1 because I'm not casting the Pride this turn. Getting a 1/1 now seemed better. Though I did draw 2 lands. Or no, I drew a land Oust because I left Oust on top. I was just ready to, complain here. Complaint equity is really important when you're 2-0 up a game and winning game 2. So I want to point out that I did draw a land off the Seasoned Pyromancer. All right, what you got? Shieldred or something? Oh, the One Ring. Well, I'm really glad I ousted that Stowaway because now... Oh, I'm going to have to trap myself? No, I'm going to go to the arena. Sorry. You don't want to go into the trap when they have the One Ring. You go into the trap room, it is bad for you. Arena. I'll arena my token, I guess. Though I could arena the Seasoned Dungeoneer, but that's more likely one I want back. All right. Cleric, Rogue, Warrior, Wizard. So I guess I will attack with this one just to explore here. Felia in my graveyard. No, I guess I'll keep Felia, though. Drawing it this turn would have been nice. All right, starting town, pass the turn. Already draws. Cycles Lorien Revealed. Okay. Oh, he's got moves. I'm just drawing Felia, but I might actually just draw another card too with Archives. I could make a 4/1 with Catacombs, but I kind of feel like drawing extra cards is better because I already have a pretty good board here. Yeah, maybe I should have goaded this thing instead. Just because this wants to attack every turn anyways. One Ring getting around trap is kind of nice because I forged this to no real benefit, and now I didn't even get to use trap, so going down the other direction would have worked out a little nicer. Okay, is this 4th Earlingus? That's what it looks like to me. All right. I'll block one of them for sure. Just take a little less damage. RD's gonna get to go into the forge, or potentially the Lost Well. I don't know which direction he thinks this game is going for him. I kind of tend towards just wanting to forge because Lost Well, getting to scry 2 when you have a 1 ring going isn't really that relevant. All right, he gets the Monarch, but I'm gonna get to whack with the Dungeoneer here. The Elemental has to attack into the night. Yeah. Goading that one did not really work out great. All right, let's attack. Wait. Is this still goaded? Does it have to attack? Oh. Why did it not? Oh, it was only goaded for once. All right. I think I'm just going to draw a card here. Well, I'm going to draw a card end of turn already. Maybe I just make a 4-1, actually. Yeah, that's probably better. Well, playing Felly. I want to play Felly. No, I'll draw a card. If I draw Parallax Wave, I just win, basically. So, all right, Luminarch is still fine because I'm going to play Felly this turn anyways. And I don't think I have an instant that makes me want to keep an extra mana up. Okay, draw some cards. I draw a card. Oh, Containment Priest. Okay, that's actually really nice. I'm glad I drew the extra card here. So the Dungeoneer is lethal if RD doesn't have an answer to it. I also, if I take the initiative, or if I have the initiative for one more turn, I get to go into Throne of the Dead 3, which is pretty nice. Currently, I'm going to take 13 damage if you don't count any blockers. Which, you know, is not quite lethal. It's obviously close. I mean, Artie's basically at 5 now. 4? Okay. Whatever's happening here I don't really like, but maybe it's something that Containment Priest stops. The concern is, what if RD kills the Seasoned Dungeoneer, I guess? Attack with those two. I can't stop myself from losing the initiative, so I guess I'll just take it. I go to 9. He gets the Monarch. It traps me down to 4. He has 4 points of burn or something. I don't really see a meaningful difference between 4 and 5, so I think I'd rather just keep the token, because who knows, it could matter. Maybe he has a Chaos Defiler or something like that. Or Fiery Confluence. Fiery Confluence. Okay, he has Chaos Defiler, so that's going to kill the Seasoned Dungeoneer. He's at 7. But he's really at 4. I mean, Felia does something here. I'm definitely going to play the Felia. So right now, I can Felia eat the Defiler. I guess I just need to draw Parallax Wave. Or maybe a way to gain the initiative. Ragavan. Okay, so if I dash Ragavan, I have 4 attackers, and he has 2 blockers. He goes to 1. I'm 1 point short in that instance. I put a counter on this because... So what else can I do? Because if I... Then he blocks... Oh, he doesn't block Containment because he blocks Felia and... The problem is if I put something into play... Oh, I'm trying to put a Flame Tongue into play or something. I'm just debating which one I have to Felia, and I kind of think I have to Felia the frog, unfortunately. Okay, so I'll dash this. Go to attacks. Luminarch. I I guess on itself, or on the, sorry, the elemental. Attack. Felia targets the Psychic Frog. Because that one I can't really kill or do anything to. And then he blocks Ragavan and Felia most likely. But certainly Ragavan. Okay, it goes to 1 or 4, but with a 1 ring out. I get the Monarch and I get the initiative, and the initiative lets me go put something into play, which unfortunately can't be. I'm glad I don't have Containment Priest out yet. Unfortunately, can't. Getting a White Plume isn't going to do it. Let's see. Guide of Souls, Rabble Master, Sarah Paragon. Does that do something? If I get Sarah Paragon, I can replay. I can play Containment Priest and I can play Ocelot Pride, but I won't have gained any life. But it is a 6/7 with Shroud. Or I can replay Felia. Or I can get a Guide of Souls and play Containment Priest and gain a life and go to 5. Is there any way for me to survive next turn? If I have a 6/7 blocker, a Containment Priest, he doesn't have the frog. And I have Felia. I guess I do technically survive. So yeah, sure. Let's get Sarah Paragon. I mean, I can play a land, but that doesn't really help me. Land. I could play Seasoned Pyro. Does that? No, because I have to play this Containment Priest. Felia. Because if I don't play Containment Priest, then oh, Subtlety's the Felia. Okay. I'll play Containment Priest. I think I die now. I'm at 4. I think I'm actually just dead. Yeah, because now I'll put this on the bottom, I guess. And pass the turn. Frog doesn't come back. Ragavan doesn't come back. I just... RD goes to 1 here. Ooh, Arena of Glory. That would have been a good one. I mean, I would have gotten Subtlety, but it would have been nice. No, RD. Oh, is he Tidebindering? Oh, I thought he drew to go to 4. But now he's going to Tidebinder, go to 1. I can block Chaos Defiler, block that, go to 0. All right. Going to game 3 here. Do I want Chandra? Voice of Victory? Anointed Peacekeeper on the play? No, I kind of like where we're at. All right. Let's get in there. On the play. All right. Time. I'm feeling a Gleemox Ruby opener here. That's what I'm feeling. Well, maybe, but not that one. Yeah, I guess I'll have to keep this. Love keeping a hand where you play Gemstone Mine as your second land, but I really need to play Mogda on turn 2, so keeping the plains doesn't really help. It'd be really nice if I drew land here that wasn't Gemstone Mine. Ocelot Pride, where were you? All right, well, you know, if Mogda doesn't end up making treasures, then this hand is going to run out of mana pretty soon. But if it does, then I've got some good moves here. Hey, don't kill Mogda, please. I feel like Mogda's going to die. Oh, Psychic Frog. That's even worse. I'm just going to lose to Frog. Oh, now I drew Gleemox. Okay, I'll play Ocelot Pride, and I guess I'll pass the turn here with Containment Priest up. I don't really want to attack into a Psychic Frog. Ah, Psychic Frog, what a beating. My best chance here is RD discards a creature to Psychic Frog and cast Animate Dead, and I snipe it with Containment Priest. Otherwise, I think I'm just going to lose. If Gleemox was a little sooner and I had like turn 1 Mogda, then I think I might have had a shot. I don't think I was supposed to mulligan to 5, though. Mulligan to 5 when half my accelerants are Lotus Petal, City of Traders, Chrome Mox. Like, those don't that work that well on a 5-card hand. Okay. No attacking with frog, which makes sense, but obviously would be nice. All right. Suplex. Interesting. What to do? What to do? If I suplex the frog, he discards 2 cards. If I attack with Magda, it's just 5 damage. Makes a token. All right. I guess I will attack with Magda here. And Ocelot Pride. And if he blocks with the Pride... If he blocks the Pride, then I got a treasure, and then I don't get to clamp. Yeah, no, this seems fine, actually. So we'll see what he blocks. Probably the Pride, yeah. Okay, and then I can suplex the curtains afterwards. But I think I am going to skull clamp the Magda. I need to get a move on here. Okay, unexpectedly absent on the frog. It's actually really nice. I don't want to do it yet, though. I need to do it for more. Okay, and then if he flips Concealing Curtains first, he does not. All right, well, I'm going to go all in here. I'm going to block with Containment Priest. If he has a counter, then and so be it. The question is, how much do I unexpectedly absent for? I kind of think I just do it for 1 or 0, because otherwise I'll either lose a treasure or lose a gemstone mine. All right. That worked out fairly nicely. It didn't. The clamping did mean that attack kind of didn't work out, but because I ended up not using suplex on the curtains, but I think that's okay. What is this? Passageway Seer. Oh, okay. All right. Land is really good here. Because this shuffles away the frog. Oh, if I draw a land, I actually think I win. Well, not win, but like I'm in a pretty good position. Because if I draw a land, I go suplex the Passageway Seer, play Rabble Master, and take the initiative. Land. All right. Well, I still get to suplex it. I don't get to take the initiative. Oh wait, no, I didn't need a land. What am I saying? I just miscounted how much mana I had. All right. I am losing my mind. Okay, didn't have the subtlety. Nice, nice. And then I get to play it. This is actually sick, because now I get to go get Mountain with the initiative, and I go land, and then I skull clamp the Goblin. Just do that now. Draw my 2 cards. Play Ruby. And skull clamp the Rabble Master. So if he kills it, then all right. This actually feels like we're kind of cooking, because if he flips curtains and attacks, whatever, I get to attack back for a bunch and get the initiative again. And we'll see what he plays. But Rabble Master Skull Clamp is a nice combo. Containment Priest could potentially do something. All right. This is working out, surprisingly. We'll see. I mean, obviously RD could have Fourth Eorlingus here is a pretty nice play, right? But yeah, I still feel like I've got decent maneuvers, and there are some cards I could draw that would be really good as well. All right, let's see what this is. Flip Curtains. Sure, probably take the Felia because it's still better than a random card. Well, especially if my random card is just land. I can't block. It's got the Tar Pit over there, so that does make keeping the initiative pretty hard, but if I can retake it every turn, that's pretty nice. Okay, we're just going in on this Revealing Eye here. Okay. Let's just do this. I mean, I'm going to get to draw some cards here. I assume Infernal Grasp, the Containment Priest, sure. Take 5. I am going to going to go to the Lost Well because I'm worried about the One Ring really blanking trap. Oh, that was nice. That was nice. All right. Clamp the Goblin. Come on, not 5 lands in a row, please. That is not 5 lands in a row. Oust the Revealing Eye. And then play Parallax Waves. So now the Tar Pit can't even take back the initiative. All right. Oh, that worked really nicely. If I had not gone to the Lost Well, this would be a lot harder to win. And now, even if RD plays the One Ring, I still have the initiative. And with Parallax Wave out, it's really hard to lose the initiative. He has to, like, play an initiative creature. And I even suplexed his, so it's exiled, so he can't even animate it. Even a 4th year Lingus here I'm protected against. And next turn, I get to generate another token to go with the Rabblemaster. Okay, we are cooking. Okay, Chaos Defiler. Oh, wow. In response, I'm going to Parallax Wave the Rabblemaster. And I think that's it. Because if I don't, he just kills the Rabblemaster. Now, he can kill my Skull Clamp if he wants. I'll just keep the initiative with this wave, or he kills the wave. Okay, he just kills the Skull Clamp. Okay, Chaos Defiler was a really good one. Wow, okay. Stash. Okay, any Seasoned Pyros? Oh, Sarah Paragon, what an amazing draw. All right, Sarah Paragon, and honestly, I kind of just want to play Containment Priest. Maybe. No, I want to save that for waves. I think I just play Felia. I don't think I want to play the Skull Clamp here. And then play Starting Town and pass the turn. Okay. Drawing some haymakers here. And so then on upkeep, basically, if RD doesn't, like, it taps out or does, does something that indicates it's a safe play, because this is during my turns. What I can do is I can upkeep in response to the wave trigger. I'll lose the Goblin forever, but what I can do is I can use up all the wave triggers, including on the Chaos Defiler, and then when it comes back, I can Containment Priest. I can also just Containment Priest Felia. Okay, well, I'm going to wave that thing. Wave goodbye to your Chaos Defiler. He's got Tidebinder, so I do have to worry about that as well. But I have the initiative. I'm going to get a 4-1 this turn, and I'm going to attack for a bunch. And I have Felia, so I can flicker the wave and cast Containment Priest with Sarah Paragon. Oh, I don't care about that at all. So I'm actually not going to stop on upkeep. I think we're actually looking awesome here. Oh, yeah, curtains. It's curtains for you, RD. Let's go wave down to 0. Make a 4-1. All right, there we go. Wave down to 0. Cast Containment Priest out of the graveyard. Dash Ragavan. Attack with these, and then Felia the Parallax Wave. And all those creatures, including my Rabblemaster, go away. Oh, I guess dashing Ragavan, that actually didn't make much sense because of the One Ring. And then wave comes back, and now I just have wave protection too. All right. Well, Sarah Paragon was an incredible top deck. I had some good draws this game. I scryed 2 lands to the bottom, so I did go through a lot of my cards. I mean, the Skull Clamp has actually been paying off. I did lose the game against Fen where I Skull Clamped a lot. That was the game with Winds of Abandon. But Skull Clamp was very excellent this game, I'll say. And I think RD, even with Tidebinder, is not going to get the job done. Okay. Oh, getting Itali? All right. I don't think Itali's going to do the trick with Parallax Wave out, but I guess we'll see. Okay. Itali, better flip some good ones. Hit Subtlety and Lingering Souls. Yeah, That is not going to do it. Subtlety comes in. Lingering Souls comes in, goes to my graveyard. And I have Parallax Wave. So I don't... Let's see. How much damage do I have? I have 10, but I also have Throne of the Dead 3. So I'm actually short. I have 12. Can I get one more damage out of my graveyard? I can. Skull Clamp's going to deal the last damage. Nice. All right. Don't need to do anything end of turn. Let's go to the Undercity. I mean, I could also get something here that's relevant. White Plume, Sanguine Evangelist, Guide of Souls, Luminarch Aspirant. Yeah, I guess I can do Luminarch Aspirant. All right. Whew. We got there. That's a 3-0 for Red-White Scam. I mean, Mox Ruby, Gleemox, City of Traders, Chromox, Lotus Petal to scam out Seasoned Dungeoneer, White Plume primarily, but also Rabble Master gets pretty lopsided. I never got a good Sage of the Skies draw, sadly. Good ones, you know, ones are still good. Containment Priest really did some shenanigans with Parallax Wave and Felia. High quality deck all around and some sick acceleration. This worked out nicely. See, I don't mind drafting red or white when it's got some good moves. When it doesn't, it's a little less fun, but this was awesome. So thanks for hanging out with me. Plenty of more Cube to come, and be on the lookout. I'm going to have some good primers on the Arena Cube as well. So that'll do it for this one. I'll be back tomorrow. Some more magic. I'll see you then. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to hit that like and subscribe button. It helps out the channel, and you won't miss a single draft.